Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Bears News Fan Report. Before we get started, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss any updates about our Bears. Now, let's talk about what's going on with the team. The cold winds of Chicago have brought some tough news. The 2024 season seems more tumultuous than we ever imagined. First blow? Our wall of protection is down. Braxton Jones is out with a concussion, and now Larry Borom needs to step up against a Vikings defense that shows no mercy. Do you think he can hold it together? And it doesn't stop there. The absences are piling up like snow at Soldier Field. Ryan Bates, Jervin Dexter Sr., and Roscon Johnson are also out. And DeAndre Swift? Still an unknown. Can Homer carry the weight of the running game? Fans, we need to believe. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Vikings are preparing with almost their full strength. Can we turn the game around and end this losing streak? The question isn't just about winning, but about reclaiming the honor of a team that was once feared in the NFL. Now the bombshell, we're officially out of the playoffs. It's painful, I know. But this is where we need to ask ourselves, who is to blame? A cycle of bad decisions has brought us here, from coaching choices to signings that didn't deliver results. Fans, it's time to change the story or stay stuck in this cycle of disappointments. Speaking of changes, rumors are heating up at Halas Hall. Is Ryan Poles secure in his position? Or will he be replaced along with Eberflus? Some say big-name coaches will only take on the challenge of Chicago if there's a complete cleanup. What do you think? And of course, the 2025 season is already taking shape. Our future in the draft is approaching, and every loss brings us closer to a higher pick. But is that what we want? Relying on losses to rebuild a team that should already be at the top? So, Bears fans, we want to hear from you. Who do you think should lead the team's future? Should Poles stay or go? What changes are needed to break this cycle of losses? Leave your comment, subscribe to the channel, and join us to transform the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears are in a transitional moment that could define the franchise's direction for the coming years. With the 2024 season officially compromised, all attention now turns to the future. Decisions about Ryan Poles' future as general manager and the search for a new head coach will be crucial. The possibility of a complete overhaul cannot be dismissed, especially considering the internal rumors about dissatisfaction with the current management. The departure of Poles and the hiring of a new head coach-GM duo could mark the beginning of a more solid rebuild. However, this will require strategic leadership aligned with the goal of bringing the Bears back to competitiveness. However, the question remains, who would be the ideal name to lead this new era? Renowned candidates like Ben Johnson and other coaches with transformational potential have been mentioned, but as we've seen, much will depend on the organizational context at Halas Hall. The relationship between the next head coach and the general manager will be key to establishing a solid foundation. Additionally, the next offseason will be marked by the 2025 draft, which offers the Bears a unique opportunity to acquire talent that could change the franchise's direction. The focus now must be on identifying the most urgent roster needs, such as strengthening the offensive line, finding a consistent quarterback, and improving the defense. Fans, the 2024 season may have been a disappointment, but we shouldn't lose hope. NFL history is full of teams that rose again after tough times. It's time to unite, discuss solutions, and believe that better days are ahead for the Bears. So, what do you think? Who would be the ideal head coach and GM to take the Bears to a new level? Could the draft be the turning point for this team? Share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and keep following the updates. Bear down. As a Bears fan, I won't lie, it's been tough. Watching a season like 2024 slip through our fingers is frustrating, especially when there's potential in some parts of the team. The biggest problem for me is leadership. The lack of clear direction, both on the field and in the front office, is what worries me the most. Ryan Poles had his chance, and while some decisions were promising, others fell short. The truth is, we need someone at the helm who knows how to build a solid plan and, more importantly, execute it. On the coaching side, names like Ben Johnson or even Jim Harbaugh sound like good options. They have experience and can bring a winning mentality. But it's pointless to have an excellent coach if the GM doesn't provide the necessary support. I also feel that patience with Justin Fields is running out. He's shown incredible flashes of talent, but we still don't know if he can be the franchise quarterback we need. If we have a high pick in the 2025 draft, it will be inevitable to discuss bringing in a new QB. It's hard to admit, but maybe it's time to move on. Despite everything, I'm optimistic. The Bears have a passionate fan base, and the franchise has faced dark moments before. With the right decisions at the helm and a smart draft, we can turn the page and start competing at a high level again. What hurts most as a Bears fan is feeling that, year after year, we enter a cycle of hope followed by disappointment. The start of the season was promising, with victories that made us believe something had finally changed. But the structural flaws came back as always. This shows that it's not just a problem on the field. It's something bigger, starting with the management. As for the future, I believe the rebuild needs to be radical. We can't keep insisting on temporary solutions or risky bets. We need to build a solid foundation, and that means finding a GM and a coach who are 100% aligned. Additionally, developing the roster needs to be a priority. We have young talents like Jaquan Brisker and Darnell Wright who could be defensive and offensive pillars in the future, but they lack consistency and strategic support to thrive. Another critical point is the quarterback situation. Justin Fields has potential, but the time for him to prove he can be the guy is running out. If we opt for a new QB in the next draft, the organization needs to have a clear plan on how to develop that player. It's pointless to draft a promising QB and let him sink in a dysfunctional system, as we've seen so many times. Finally, I want to see the Bears recover their identity. We're a historic franchise, known for aggressive defenses and a physical style of play. In recent years, it feels like we've lost that essence. We need strong leadership and players who embody that spirit. Only then can we become a respected and feared team in the NFL again. As a fan, I'll keep believing. But no more empty promises. It's time for concrete action and results. And what do you think? Do you believe we can turn things around starting in 2025, or are we doomed to another decade of frustration?